Hey guys, Dan here. In this video here, I want to talk about one of my favorite sports games of all time, if not the best baseball game of all time. It is MVP Baseball 2005. I have this game for the GameCube and also for the original Xbox. It also came out on PlayStation 2, PC, and all that. But in this video, I just want to go over why I love this game and why I think it's the best baseball game out there, and if not the best sports game out there of all time. Okay, here we go. First of all, this game was made by EA Sports when EA Sports was actually still producing good sports games and everything. I got this game when it first came out in February 2005, and my version I had was the original Xbox, and I'd play this game for hours. There's very game modes. You can jump in to play a quick game, or if you want, one of my favorite things to do was do Dynasty mode, build up my Red Sox team, trade from players, or I also do owner mode. In that mode, you can build your own ballpark, control the prices of the food and everything, ticket sales, run it down to everything you wanted to. But you have to be careful if you don't make any money at the end of the first year, you'll be bankrupt and have to start over again. So you have to be very strategic on how you do that in owner's mode. And besides owner mode and dynasty mode, there's also mini games you can play. There's a pitching one where you have to hit all the color sequences, and then one of my favorites is like you hit. It's a mini game you hit and had to hit the home runs, hit targets, or be careful you had to hit like if you hit in the wrong spot you get minus points, or if you hit like a little tornado and sends the ball backwards and everything, and that's also frustrating. But you can work on that and improve the game and everything. The game mechanics and everything was perfect. Even to this day, it still competes with the new MLB The Show games, in my opinion. And also, it goes deeper into the minor leagues and does the MLB The Show and everything, which I think is amazing because in MVP Baseball 2005, you can have players from starting at single A, double A, triple A, then the big leagues. In the MLB The Show, you can only go have players in the double A, which I think is pretty cool. You don't really see it that often. Don't never really see it in any other sports game, and let alone a baseball game, where teams start off at the lowest of minors, like after college, like single A. Like, that's pretty detailed and everything. So sometimes I would create a player, put him on the single A team, and let him develop and bring him up in my franchise mode or owner mode. But that's what I would do when I would use the single A team and everything. Then with the franchise mode and dynasty mode, you can draft players, sign them, put them on your single A team. And what a lot of times I would do, I can sim up to 30 years, which I would love to do when I was younger and everything, and watch my guys who I draft develop, grow, and then, or if they didn't develop, use them as trade pieces and trade them to other teams and everything. But overall, this game is very fun to play. It's very easy to pick up. Like I said, you can get it for Xbox. I played for the GameCube version. I have the GameCube up and running and everything. Thanks to my wife who got that for me for my birthday a while ago. So I've been playing this game all over again. I'm a little rusty and everything, but it's still a lot of fun to play. I think anyone should play this game who likes baseball or let alone sports games, because this is right here by far the best sports game out there, even to this day. There's so much to do and everything. Like I said, you can play the mini games. Also, in this game here, they did not have the full MLB players. Some players didn't want their name and likeness to be in the game. For example, like Barry Bonds, he didn't want to be in there. He was John Dowd. Kevin Millar, he was Anthony Anthony Freeze. Just a couple examples like that. So you see some made up players and everything, but like 90% of the players are in there, but like at least 10% of players that are fake in there because like the real life players did not want them in there. Just like Bill Belichick didn't want his name in Madden games, that's why he just says New England coach for his name, which I thought was pretty fascinating too. And also too, like I said, you can do owner mode and dynasty mode. Or like I said, owner mode, it's very detailed, control prices and everything. And what I like most is definitely making the stadium and everything. Try to see what kind of neat designs. But I wish it came out in 2005. Wish I had more. You can do more in the owner mode with field designs and like dimensions and everything. But it limits you on all that. But it's still fun to get creative. You want to make a high right field wall to reverse Fenway or very long big stadium, you can. But that's up to you if you guys want to do. Let me know what you guys think and everything about that. But I like to make my own field and everything, but I actually just did dynasty mode, just like trade players. Sometimes I'll make it easy to trade on people, but other times I want to be more realistic. So I set the trades to hard and everything. I turn injuries on and off, but it's pretty cool if you have injuries on. Like you have to control all your minor leaguers, so not just your big league club, your minor leagues and everything. One, it's like a butterfly effect. One person gets hurt, then you have to refix the lineup for that minor league team or the major league team. And you just have to keep fixing it until you get it right and everything. But this game was a lot of fun. It's very easy to pick up and everything. This game is still like my favorite sports game to play. Like I said, I like it more than the MLB the shows, and I like to play those from the Xbox One and PlayStation 4. But this game easily gets 10 out of 10 on my ratings and everything. Perfect score. This game you can't go wrong. Like I said, it's very easy to pick up. Very fun to play. Still even being 15, 20 years old and everything. 20 years old now. It still runs good. Sometimes it has a few glitches here because it's an older game. But if you had never played not MLB, MVP Baseball 2005. If you like MLB the show, I think you'll like MVP Baseball 05 as well. And has my boy Manny Ramirez on here. Like I said, I'm a Red Sox fan, so I really like the cover, especially on that. But yeah, if you've never played this game, I highly recommend you play it. And this is a sports game you cannot pass up on. You need to pick it up and play. Like I said, you can get it for the PlayStation 2, GameCube, or the original Xbox or PC. And that's pretty much it. But if you guys have anything else I missed, please let me know in the comments and everything. I'd like to hear from you guys. This video is also brought to you by Doobie. If you're feeling tired and don't have an Angie, you try them, give them a like. They don't pay me to sponsor them. I just like to sponsor them because it gives me the energy. I want to give them good reviews and everything. But if you made it this far, please like and subscribe. And like I said, I would like to hear from you guys. Thank you for tuning in.